The German Chancellor Olaf Scholz is expected in Paris this Wednesday. He'll be meeting French President Emmanuel Macron for working lunch at the Élysée Palace. The meeting comes as the two sides try to iron out differences over foreign policy, energy, and arms purchases as the war in Ukraine continues to grind on. For more on this story, we can bring in our international affairs editor, Philip Turl. Philip, great to see you as always. What exactly is the problem between these two sides?
Well, I think there are two problems. First one is that Germany has seen its triple dependency on three countries called into question, and those three countries have been boosting the country's economy over the past 30 years or so. The first one is the United States, which has been providing fairly cheap means of protecting Germany militarily. That's changed since Donald Trump was in the White House. The US isn't more diverting its attention to China than to Europe. The second one is Russia, which was providing very cheap gas imports to Germany. That has come to an end now with the war in Ukraine, so Germany's seen soaring prices for fuel bills. No nuclear power like in France to take the place of those gas imports. They have coal-fired power stations, most of them. And China, which was the main import-export market for Germany, which has now also come under question due to its expansionist behaviour. So there's been a shift in the relationship with France over four areas, basically, where the two don't see eye to eye. The first one is the buying of fighter jets from the United States to protect Germany, the F-35 fighter jets. Emmanuel Macron thinks that Germany really should buy its weaponry from Europe and not from the United States, part of a European guarantee. The second point is on a future combat air system, which was drawn up by both Germany and France back in 2017. Paris thinks that Germany is now dragging its feet on trying to get that combat air system up and running. The third point is on what is called the Midcat gas pipeline. Germany wanted to have a pipeline coming over the border linking the Iberian and European energy markets. That has been dropped, that idea, for an undersea pipeline, which France was in favour of. And the fourth point, which is also a disagreement between the two countries, is over the European Sky Shield initiative, which has been signed by 14 countries, mostly in Eastern Europe, to protect European airspace as well as the NATO protection. That's something France doesn't agree with. It has its own protection system. It has not signed that agreement. So those are, I think, the four areas that are under discussion at the moment between France and Germany.
It's like a laundry list.
It really does look like a laundry list. And the big question, of course, is will they find an agreement on anything? Well, I think that...
But that's what I want to ask you after this working lunch, because last week Emmanuel Macron said that he's going to do everything to protect this alliance. After this lunch, can we expect the two sides to kiss and make up?
Well, you know, there have been times when there have been great relationships between French and German leaders. You can think about Helmut Kohl and François Mitterrand.
But you don't even have to look that far. Look at Macron and Merkel.
Yeah, Macron and Merkel got on very well together. But this time round, it's a lot more stress. And I think that's because Germany is worried about its economy. So is there going to be a compromise? Probably. Will there be an announcement today? We don't know. Will there be an agreement between the two sides to overcome all their problems? I doubt it after just a working lunch. There was going to be a Council of Ministers meeting today between both countries. That has been put on the back burner for quite a while now. So I think that they're trying to show that Germany and France, which are always considered the driving force in Europe, the European motor, if you like, are still talking, are still trying to reach agreement. They do agree on many things like European construction, on their approach to the war in Ukraine, but there are these underlying issues that need to be ironed out. And I think this is a diverging point of view over where Europe is going and what domestic interest also is for both France and Germany, and that is where the two sides don't see eye to eye. So we'll see what comes out of this lunch today. I think it'll be a step in the right direction, but I don't think we'll be expecting a huge breakthrough on all of those issues.
Trouble behind the scenes like for every couple. Thank you very much for that, Philip Tell there.